would say that's very important because many of us are either atheists or some type of believer, on a scale of great believer or minimal believer. Yeah. But what I'm suggesting then is there is the next phase would be awake. Okay. When there was an old saying, religion was an opiate of the masses, and it's been taken sort of like negative, like blind following and all, but that phrase, what it actually meant was that an individual could go through suffering and still be okay as they embrace the religion. Now from another perspective, maybe from my perspective, it could be a little bit of both. Okay, because we really usually in the religion we deny all the other religions and simply embrace our own and believe that we have claim to God or to Allah or to Yahweh or to whatever the deity we choose to call that deity. And so in a sense that religion could be in a sense an opiate, having people simply blindly follow a particular way but wholeheartedly, earnestly believing that it's true. And see, what I think the problem with that and with the religions is that religions are inclusive only of their own group, okay, and sort of reject other folks, like everyone's going to hell except for my group, those type attitudes. And so really, religions are like the catalyst to mistreatment of people, and just self-righteously justifying that mistreatment of this whole thing where that this is what I'm supposed to appropriate for myself, even if it's harming someone else. And so this is what religion does. It sort of justifies the mistreatment of other people, whether it be from other religions or race or nationality, whatever. We can embrace, they can embrace, we can all embrace these religions and justify how we respond to other people in sort of a bullying type way. And we see a very clear example, with the religions, whether we look at the people of like Pakistan versus India, or we look at the Muslims and the Christians, or the Muslims and the Jews in the Middle East, and the Christians as well. We can even see in the nation, in the United States, the attitude that at times this nation, calling ourselves a Christian nation, has against, Muslims, or people that we choose to demonize. So religion is often, probably almost always used as a tool, as a catalyst to mistreat people. And that mistreatment is in a sense bullying, because no one hardly ever mistreats an individual that they can't whip, okay, that they don't feel themselves greater than. So